Hi, Champion Summary Review here. Watch out and take care. Today we will be sharing a Chinese comedy film named Flirting Scholar. The title itself in Chinese is a pun. The title translates to Light Autumn Incense, but as Autumn is the actual name of a character, the title can also mean Quartz Chau Heung. Please enjoy, like and subscribe to this channel to support. In the Ming Dynasty, there were 4 scholars, whose literary and artistic skills are unmatched in China. Tong is the most famous, for having 8 wives in addition to his expertise as an artist, poet, and calligrapher. However, Tong's wives are all gambling addicts and unappreciative of Tong's artistic skills. He also has to pretend to be happy in front of his gambling wife. This leads to Tong's quest for a woman who can truly appreciate his strengths. The house of Tong is then suddenly visited by political rival, Prince Ning, who is planning a coup. His intention is to invite Tong and wants him to be his military advisor. Tong's mother rejected Ning's advance by telling a lie that Tong is seriously ill. However, this is predicted by Ning and he brings along a doctor. During the examination, Tong has no choice but to use his martial arts to change his pulse tone and scares the doctor away. Tong's mum later explained that the Tong family comes from a pedigree of martial art masters. They have 2 major enemies: the evil scholar, a notorious swordsman known for the deadly scholastic sword, and an evil ex-girlfriend of his father's. Due to these rivalries, Tong is forbidden by his mother to use any form of martial arts. One day, Tong stumbles upon the convoy of the House of Hua and meets Chau Heung, Autumn Fragrance, one of the 4 maids in the House of Hua. This chance encounter convinces Tong that he has finally found his true love. On the advice of a boatman, Tong pretends to be a lowly servant number 9527 in order to gain employment in the House of Hua. Tong finds life as a servant very difficult, until after a night incident. Wolfgang Bandit invaded House of Hua and tried to abduct Autumn. Tong tried to warn Autumn but she doesn't believe him, instead she thought they are one gang. Tong then recite his own poem to convince Autumn that in fact he is not a bad guy. Later, Madame Hua come to rescue and defeat all the bandits. Tong then display his talent in music and drum that he is in fact educated. After some persuasion by Autumn, Tong is hired as an assistant tutor for Madame Hua's 2 young sons, being renamed as Washington. After the accidental death of the main tutor of the House of Hua, Tong is promoted to senior tutor and manages to get closer to Autumn. Prince Ning suddenly visited Chancellor Hua's house. During the visit, Prince Ning shows off a painting of Tong Fu. Slowly the showing turns violent as the evil scholar, now a subordinate under Prince Ning, fights and injures Madame Hua. Tong steps in to stop the battle but, in turn, destroys the Tong Fu painting Prince Ning brought. Prince Ning seizes the opportunity to blame the House of Hua for insulting him and destroying the painting. Tong quickly grabs Autumn, lies to Prince Ning that the painting they had was a fake and the real one is in the Hua house. Autumn attempts to recreate the painting in the study to pacify the situation, but doubts that her painting skills can fool Prince Ning. While she was rambling, Tong completed a recreation of the painting. Prince Ning doubts the painting, but has his own scholar verify that is it indeed a Tong Fu painting and not a fake. Embarrassed Prince Ning leaves hastily and vows to kill the entire House of Hua. However, in reproducing a painting and fighting off the evil scholar, Madame Hua is able to deduce Tong's true identity and poisons him. It is then revealed that Madame Hua was the former love rival of Tong's mother and still hold grudges against his father. With his strength nullified, Tong is then held prisoner in the Hua's tinder room. Several days later, the evil scholar returns to annihilate the entire House of Hua. Madame Hua attempts to defend the family and a huge battle ensued between them. Evil Scholar skills are obviously much better than Madame Hua and she is almost killed. At the last minute, Tong appears and, after a fierce battle, kills the Evil Scholar. As a reward, the House of Hua gives Tong Autumn's hand in marriage. Tong then discovers that Autumn is just as much a gambling addict as his other 8 wives. We hope you enjoyed this video summary. Do remember to subscribe. Thank you.